Welcome everyone to Superintendent's Corner. I'm Dr. David Clendening, and today we're pleased to have Mrs. Bockover with us, who is the media specialist at Creekside, and that's her day job. But after school, she really brings in the whole concept of recycling. I think they probably do some stuff during the school day, but it is a club activity. So welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Talk a little bit about what you're doing at Creekside with recycling.
Well, you know what, we started 2 years ago. This is actually our third year, and I say we because it's not just me, it's actually all of the specials teachers at Creekside, and we wanted to do something, a working club for our kids. We wanted the kids to have hands-on learning. And so we incorporated, we thought recycling, that's a great initiative for our kids, and we started with our fourth graders. It's a fourth grade club only. They actually have to fill out an application to tell us why they want to be a part of it. It's a blind draw because usually we get about 50 applications, but we only take 10 to 12 children.
Okay.
So we keep it small, so it's very, it's very easy for us to manage, and it's easy for the kids as well, and they get to know each other really well. So we do that, and the kids basically are in charge of the recycling in the school. So basically we help our custodians. That has been very nice too because our custodians are very much a part of this as well. They help us with the collection, so the kids get to know them and work with them. Mr. Flanagan always comes in and talks to the kids about how much waste is in our school, how much trash at lunch, so the kids really get an idea of how much we do waste. And they see it firsthand. So.
And when the students, is this an everyday event or is it a Wednesday event, or when do you guys pick up the recycling items?
We do this on Monday.
Okay.
Monday is recycling day at Creekside. So the teachers, they leave their recycle bins, their paper recycling. We also work with PepsiCo, which I'm very proud of. PepsiCo has a program, a recycling program for schools, and actually it benefits disabled veterans. And the money raised through PepsiCo, through this recycling that we do, actually goes to help disabled veterans start businesses on their own.
Oh, that's great.
So it's a wonderful program that the kids get to be a part of, and it's a very simple way for us to help our military veterans.
But do you know how much today you guys have raised for that
Well, I can tell
initiative?
you last week we did about 150 pounds. This was, we don't weigh the paper. That's strictly, that's strictly the school corporation.
Okay.
We just help with that.
Okay.
But as far as plastic and aluminum cans, that's what we collect and weigh. We collect number one plastics, water bottles, which we use a lot of, water bottles, soda bottles, and different things like that, and then aluminum cans. Last week alone we did about 150 pounds, so that was just in 1 week. So that's about our average. We do about 100 pounds a week. So, through the school year, that really adds up.
Yeah, 36 weeks, 100 pounds is,
exactly.
36, 100 pounds of recycling. And now, do the kids get to see what that looks like? I mean, does a veteran or someone from PepsiCo come in and interact with them?
They don't, but we talk about that. And when we first start with them, we talk about the importance of this, not only the importance of the club, but also the importance of what it does in the community, how it helps the veterans, how we're helping within Franklin. What was really nice last year, we started working with Richard DeWitt, who is the superintendent of the Department of Public Works here in Franklin. He contacted us and he came in and did a whole program with our kids about the watershed and water pollution. Now last year's group, we got to take on a field trip. They went to Providence Park. They wore their rubber boots and they had their gloves, and they got to test the water, and they got to dig for critters. So that was a lot of fun. And one of the girls last year said, I'm really interested in this. This is really cool. I want to do this when I get older. So that was really fun. Now this year we don't get to take them on the field trip. We just didn't have the time. However, Mr. DeWitt's coming in, and he's just going to do a program. He's going to bring in some river water for us. So the kids will still get the experience of testing the water and seeing the pollution. But it will be, it will be inside as opposed to being at Providence Park.
So when the kids apply, is it a September, October initiative? When do the kids sign up for Recycling Club?
We usually do it the 1st of August.
Okay.
We let everybody kind of get back in the groove, and then usually we get the applications out, get them turned in, and then we usually start the 1st of September. So we go pretty much all year.
And so those third graders coming up, do you go into their classes now and tell them about it? How does a kid find out about Recycling Club
Well,
at Creekside?
they hear about the Bionomics team all the time. The
Okay.
kids do a lot of public service announcements on our morning announcements.
Okay.
We actually sponsored an Earth Day program with the Indiana Department of Environmental Management.
Okay.
We had them come in and do a whole Earth Day program, and they did recycling. So when our third graders were in there, we asked them, are you interested in Bionomics team? This is what our Bionomics team does. And so a lot of them, because they've heard it for a few years as first and second graders, they already know what that club is about.
And what does Bionomics stand for?
You know what? I don't know for sure. When we were coming up
All
with
right.
that name,
Yes.
it is an ecological term.
All right.
And we wanted something kind of fancy.
Yeah, that's
And we
fine.
just didn't want to be recycling.
Recycle, yes,
So
yes.
we did a whole search, and the specials teachers we came up with, the Bionomics team.
That's
and we
awesome.
thought that was pretty cool. It
That
sounds
is.
very earthy to us.
Yeah. And do the kids? How do they know they're? Are they have their T-shirt that signals that they're Bionomics?
We
and,
do.
And other things. Yep.
Yeah. Well, this is the first year we've had T-shirts. We talked about it for 2 years. This is
Okay.
very much a growing club. Each
All right.
year we do a little bit
All right.
more. First year was very basic. Second year we did a little bit more with Department of Public Works. And then this year we had T-shirts. And the kids brought in a T-shirt. We didn't buy new ones. They brought in a white T-shirt. Miss Shearer, the art teacher,
Yeah.
she tie-dyed.
Yeah.
We came up with the design. So we have our, I wish I would have thought about it. I would have brought it today. But we have these really cool blue and green tie-dyed shirts and with our names on the back and everything. So, yeah.
Well, it sounds like you have a few partnerships outside of our school district. If somebody wanted to learn more about your club or how to help, what should they do? Can they contact you at school?
Sure, yeah, we would be more than happy. That would be awesome. Like I said, we really want this to grow, and next year we're even looking into adding, we usually meet for about 45 minutes after school.
Okay.
But we're hoping that we can extend that time next year and we can get more into solar energy and teach the kids about that, teach more about hydropower. We have some other people that we would love to have guest speakers come in. So if anyone has experience with recycling or composting, the kids love composting. They learned a little bit about composting on Earth Day, and they loved that. So wiggly worms are always cool.
All right.
So yeah, if people would contact me or
Okay.
Mr. Hayden at Creekside, and then
Okay.
he can get the information to us, that would be wonderful.
Well, on the bottom of the screen, we'll get your email address for people to reach out to you. And what a great opportunity to kind of highlight two of our guiding principles. One is leadership, because these kids are really taking initiative to
They
apply. They get to be a part of it. And also individual student growth. I mean, the one girl saying, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's really what we're all about. I know it's a time for I-STEP and a lot of other stuff going on, but there is a bigger picture of school, and that's really to show kids that there are a lot of different jobs and opportunities out there.
Yeah.
So I thank you. Great job in
so
this
much.
initiative. We look forward to hearing more about recycling and Bionomics at Creekside. So with that, thank you, Mrs. Bockover. I'm Dr. David Clendening. You've been watching Superintendent's Corner. Thank you.